What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the DC Extended Universe. So this isn't my typical kind of video that I do. So seeing as we've had Batman vs Superman this year, we've had the Suicide Squad, and we've had Wonder Woman so far, and also Man of Steel technically started the DC Extended Universe off. So the only one really out of them four movies that is critically acclaimed is the Wonder Woman movie that recently came out. If you've already seen it, you know that it is a pretty decent movie, which I really did enjoy. But I feel like the Wonder Woman movie is going to be putting pressure on the Justice League movie to be so much better. I didn't do a review for the Wonder Woman movie because I didn't really want to, because I wanted to be transparent. I mean, I did give it a 9 out of 10, but I just feel like the Wonder Woman movie is being overhyped so much that the kind of outcome of this movie will have ramifications for the Justice League movie in terms of how well it performs. And also the Justice League movie has to be pinnacle. It will be pinnacle to the DC Extended Universe in the long run. So as we know, that BatmanNews.com has reported that the Justice League movie is doing reshoots through June, July, and maybe August. So as people know, every major movie gets reshoots. Usually reshoots would be 4 weeks-ish, but for some reason the Justice League reshoots are quite long. I mean, this could be just through to Joss Whedon taking over after Zack Snyder has basically walked away due to personal reasons. So it could be due to that, but it could be due to the the response that Wonder Woman has had. Because you have to remember, although the kind of producers and stuff have a lot of say, it comes down to Warner Brothers really. If Warner Brothers wants something in the movie, it will be put in the movie. So I'm really looking forward to the Justice League movie. It does look pretty badass. I just hope that the reshoots don't change too much of what's already been seen within the kind of trailer that we had. So how is the kind of DC Extended Universe going to play out after the Justice League movie? So we have the Flash movie with Ezra Miller, which can't seem to hold a producer. They've gone after producer, after producer, after director. No one seems to want to touch it. And I think this is because of how bad critically acclaimed Suicide and Batman vs Superman was. I mean, if you look at the numbers, how much they made, both films did good, but in the movie world, being a movie being critically acclaimed is really important. I mean, me being a massive Flash TV show fan, comic book fan, I can't really understand how it's hard to get someone to direct an origin story of how the Flash and Reverse Flash came at each other. I mean, that would be such a simple movie to make. I mean, how they could even copy season 1 of Flash, because that was very good. So going into 2018, we have Aquaman with Jason Momoa, who some of you might remember from Games of Thrones. That movie, I think, is going to be one of the kind of successes from the Justice League. I mean, we haven't really seen much of him, but what we do see of him from the Justice League trailer looks absolutely badass. And then we have the Shazam movie rumoredly coming out in 2019 with The Rock. I can't really make my mind up whether this is a good decision or not. As good as The Rock is in Baywatch, Fast and Furious, The Rock really plays a funny guy position. I mean, this movie's gonna have to kind of be serious because the Shazam, Black Adam kind of films, I mean, he's rumoredly kind of I mean, there is a lot of rumours that he's actually going to debut in Man of Steel 2 as the kind of sub-villain of Superman. So that's quite interesting. DC Extended Universe have so many movies in the pipeline. They've got the Dark Justice League that comes out later this year, I believe. They've got Gotham City's Sirens, which could actually hinder Suicide Squad 2, because obviously if Harley Quinn, Maggie Robert, I think that's her name, can't remember her surname, but if she is going to be in Gotham City Sirens, that movie would be insane. But rumouredly that's going to be filming next year, which would mean she couldn't be in Suicide Squad 2. So I think if Suicide Squad lost Harley Quinn, that would be a massive kind of issue. I mean, if you read the comics, the Suicide Squad had a lot of people in the Suicide Squad that they haven't played, like Killer Frost. There's just so many people they really could pull into that movie. So, and then there's also things that we know nothing about, like the Nightwing movie is going to be directed by the person behind the Batman Lego movie, so that would be pretty cool. But all this kind of success of Shazam, Aquaman, the Flash movie, and I don't know, potential Cyborg movie in 2020. I mean, at City of Heroes earlier this month, Cyborg did unofficially confirm that he will be getting his own movie later in the time. But I don't feel like a Cyborg movie is really needed. But the Justice League movie, it's pinnacle. There's so much riding on this movie. I mean, is it going to do really bad, like with Rotten Tomato and the critically acclaimed reviewers, like Suicide Squad did? I mean, Wonder Woman, it was obviously going to be well critically received, as it was the first superhero movie from a woman inside the DC Extended Universe, and it was a badass kind of story, which if you haven't seen it, I won't ruin it, but it was beautiful. CGI was on point. Them slow-mo scenes with a lasso. I mean, there's not really a lot of criticism you can say about the Wonder Woman movie. Just when the movie comes out in December, the Justice League movie has to hit home on all the credit. The critics have to give it a good score if it's a good movie, because if it isn't, like the Flash movie hasn't got a release date, there's ample movies that haven't to be announced. I feel like if the Justice League movie doesn't do well, then they might pull the strings on the other kind of films like the Cyborg, the Flash, and all them other films. So there's so much riding on the Justice League movie. Also, there's the Batman solo movie with my boy Deathstroke, which, I mean, Matt Reeves, I guess he's signed it now, so he's up for doing it, but we still haven't really heard a lot about the Batman solo movie. So DC Extended Universe has got so much potential, and I think that's why they didn't introduce other characters into the Justice League movie, like the Green Arrow and other people. As we see in the new DC intro, they could potentially pull so many different kind of characters into it. So, yeah, let me know what you guys are currently thinking about DC Extended Universe. How would you like to kind of push, if you could do it, how would you do it? I'm going to try and do more of these kind of conversation-based videos, which will heavily rely on the comment section. But this year's looking cool. I mean, we've still got Thor Ragnarok coming. I mean, that's going to be cool. That's ironically dropping close to the Justice League movie, I believe. Then we've got Black Panther. Then we've got Avengers Infinity War, Captain Marvel. I mean, so I'm going to try to do more kind of Marvel DC kind of movies. So let me know what you think about the future of the MCU. Do you think it's better than the DC Extended Universe? I mean, there's so much I could talk about. I mean, the Green Lantern. I mean, Green Lantern has been teased to be in the Justice League movie. Superman Henry Cavill keeps teasing him, and I mean, like, the Justice League's all about Unite the Six. So if Green Lantern Hal Jordan doesn't turn up, then a lot of like DC kind of comic readers will be confused about like where he is. I mean, I don't think like the general viewer will be confused, but I think overall kind of people will be confused. So I'm going to title this video "The Future of the DC Extended Universe" or the Justice League, or something like that. Let me know what you think of these kind of videos. Would you like more kind of DC Extended conversation videos? Let me know about the sound quality, the picture quality. I'm trying to improve the quality of everything, like spending more time making thumbnails and all the kind of things. So if you could hit that notification squad button to join the team Warstu, that would be amazing, would be appreciated. I do value every single comment that this channel receives. I don't take anything for granted. Just trying to like grow a small community that we can all talk about in the comment section. So let me know what you think the future is for the DC Extended Universe. Is it so important? Is the Justice League movie so important for the overall future? Obviously, Wonder Woman 2 has unofficially been announced. Personally, I think it's a bad move announcing that before like we see how popular the Justice League movie is, because there's one thing, Wonder Woman getting good kind of numbers at the box office the first week to kind of in 5 weeks time, but at the moment it's looking good. But I think they have made some bad moves. They should just chill and wait for the Justice League and overall see how that movie is going to do, because that's going to set the tone for like a parallel, like a knock-on effect for everything else that could potentially come out for DC Extended Universe. It all depends on this one movie, just like in the MCU. It all kind of depended on the Avengers. I mean, after that, they kind of kept spinning movie after movie. Personally, I hope the DC Extended Universe don't do that. So anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want me to do more kind of DC Marvel videos like this, on the face, I will. Catch you in another video, guys. Peace out.